Hello traders, right, I made a video earlier today and totally lashed it up, but that's I'm blaming OBS for that. I have no idea why that does that. Takes different screens or records different screens. Anyway, in and out all day preparing for my travels. So trade, the beauty about what I do scalping means I can just get in and find a trade within minutes now. And the other video was very long-winded and like all my videos, sorry. But the point is, when you have studied charts, the length of time I have, this is just gonna, I should move that down because it's 99% closed anyway. It's just about to potentially hit a level and close itself. But the point of this video is that you can't set a time limit on how fast you will learn to trade, how slow. It's going to take you years, guys, years, and it's worth it because the longer you do this, the better you'll get at it. That's the point I'm trying to make. And as long as you've got a focus, there's so many trading ideas out there, and there's so many wild and wonderful courses that people will try and sell you. And let me just show you how easy it is to get rid of all these lines, Dean's lines on here. So if we just bring Dean's wonderful script up, then clear them down, true, remove all lines, okay, and there they are gone. There's a few manually drawn lines left on here from other analysis, namely these two here. I can't remember exactly why they were there. M5s, I mean, that's, I manually draw on M1s for goodness sake, so we can get rid of those as well. And then I'll stick Dean's lines back on in a moment. But, I mean, this was, I've been scalping in and out. Let's go back to how easy it is to find these scalps now, based on the hourly. I've done this many, many times before, but, you start on the hourly, and I look at the TMA. Don't worry too much about the Bollingers. The Bollingers are fantastic, but, they're a work in progress still. To be fair, trading is always going to be a work in progress. This take profit has been randomly stuck above that 3CR, because I know that is a battleground. An old 3CR is a wonderful target to go for. The stuff we've got on these charts now, if you follow me and use my template, I feel quite sad that it is MT4, and I love MT4, MetaTrader, whatever you want to call it, so that I am missing out with all the TradingView guys. But I did do TradingView, and I just don't like the fact that I can't get all the indicators that I want onto my charts. And when you see I can put these back on years after I studied them, like the Sonic Dragon and stuff like that, years and years after I'd studied them, and still find value in them. So I just can't abandon MetaTrader, MT4, whatever you want to call it. And I don't like the fact that TradingView expect you to build and edit all your own scripts and whatnot. You've got MT4, everyone's done it for you before, 20 or 30 years old, however old it is now, and it does the job. But getting back to this MTF sort of trading thing, excuse me, I keep forgetting to put the clock back on this template because it easily shows the time. But as we stand, we are 14:25, so we're a few minutes before the American stocks open, and so I should be analysing things for that. But at the H1 close, there we go, that's taken out. This was what the chart looked like. This is the new H1 start at 2 p.m. UK, 2 hours ahead on my broker. And as you can see, this was a massive engulfing candle, bearish candle, whatever you want to call it. We don't have to get all technical about what they are and what the names are anymore. I used to get all anal about hammers and shooting stars and engulfing and inverse hammers and all that. Inside bars, we all know what they are. But we're sort of streets ahead on all that now. It's all about the open, high, low closes. It's all about the closes below all those technical and important levels. But H1 tells us we should be looking for shorts. The H1 close at 2 p.m. I like that time of day because they're preparing things ready for the stock market open half an hour later. But at the M30 close, same thing. We also had we had a massive candlestick trend in place. Notice also that this TP was on. We didn't have it on the H1 because it's set up as template, but it's also set up on the daily pivot. Yesterday's daily pivot here, and these are all nuances, and it goes back to me telling you that you cannot set a time limit on your education. I mean, traders will say, oh, you have to stop learning, you can't. I've had arguments with many traders in the past, why would you keep learning stuff if you've got one system that works and all that lot? Well, I mean, hopefully I'm living proof. I've gone from a one safe trade a day at the start of this sort of new COVID lockdown, reinventing my trading styles, as it were, through boredom and the fact that we're locked indoors in the UK anyway. And then, one trade later in the day, that was what I was doing at 4 or 5 years ago, and stopping. Limited my education no end, but it worked for me at the time. So now we're at a stage where basically I can take a trade almost every 15-minute close. As a scalper, that's what you will be teaching yourself to do. And as a scalper, the other important thing to remember, I mean, look at this, that turns from grey to red. That is screaming in a downtrend, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. In a downtrend, that is screaming, sell me, please. And that's on the 30-minute. New 30-minute candle is this one, 2 p.m. And then you look on the 15-minute. And, you got that downtrend on the candles again. You've got the target. Oh, this is today's pivot. I do apologise. Yesterday's pivot there. And all the other stuff we do, all the other nuanced stuff we do in this little community we've got here, there will be people that hate the addition of this thing. But you need to embrace it because we're always improving now. The 3CR, it all started with the 2B reversal. Studying the candles, the wicks, the importance of those levels, and moving away from swing trading to candlestick trading. I just told you what I look at. I'm not interested in swings. Well, obviously a swing like that is a trend. But I'm looking at these 3 candles. That's a trend. And that's all I'm interested in anymore, really. I know, a level's got broken or has been bounced off there, and there, finally broken down and through, and then look what's happened. The rest, as they say, is history. So I know my videos are rambling, but I'm not interested in the guys that can only have an attention span of 10 seconds and have to click out of your fast videos. They will never learn to trade. You cannot learn to trade, in my opinion, using a phone. You cannot learn to trade using shorts, video shorts, YouTube shorts. You have to spend thousands of hours on trading forums. Best forums are like Baby Pips and Forex Factory, and there's loads of others, Forex TSD and Steve Hopwood's forum, and all these different forums. Those places are policed and self-regulated. The internet, and YouTube in particular, and all these other Instagram and all that lot, and TikTok and Switch or Twitch or whatever it is, they're worthless to traders. Absolutely worthless. Might put an idea in your head, and actually there are a lot of great ideas out there. Really, I'm noticing this a lot now because I'm getting stuff slung into my face on YouTube. I don't use all the other sites, to be honest with you. But they are a great way if you've got an existing method, understanding of price action, understanding how, then you can only get better and better by watching, because all of these trading methods work on the same principle, really. Even ICT could be made to be profitable, and SMC and all that stuff as well, because we have the tools to do it. But we also, as longer term, I'm talking about the guys that have been doing this for 3, 5, 10 years now, we also understand price action differently to people that have only done a year or a month or 3 months or whatever. It's a total different ball game, for want of a better expression. So anyway, sorry for the rant. Excellent trade. Needed to make a video because there's so much that I intuitively, discretionary know about charts and price action now. A load of it is rubbish. A load of it needs to be discounted because that is negative energy, as it were. And as I said earlier, this template I've got now, in my opinion, can only just keep getting better and better. In the previous take of this video, the one that I messed up totally, I even mentioned considering replacing this with the Bollingers, because they are a move into another level. But you have to understand that one, and you have to understand the 2B, and you have to understand the relationship with the 2B and the 3CR. So really it all starts with the 2B reversal, which I hinted on and then went off on a tangent. Then I developed the 3CR, 3 candle reversal. I'm now looking at candle closes as opposed to the wicks, because this is a candle close, a line chart 3CR here. That level there is far more powerful in my opinion than that level there. Although, as you can see, and also you can see, look what's happened there actually, going off at another tangent, that line chart has been broken by that candle, that huge candle there, been pushed price back to test deep into that line chart. So that shows the power of that thing. And what can we see from this? That the wick got broken with a genuine 3CR, as it were, the old style wick 3CR, and it didn't pull back, hardly pull back at all, because this was the strong area. This was the intensive area, as it were. This one got cut through like a knife through butter, and then a little pullback, but and then your momentum. And remember, we can enter before the candle closes now, whereas I used to have a silly little rule, it's always improving, a rule that the candle had to be closed. Well, we would have had to watch this whole pullback for three or four more 30 minutes, so 2 hours. Whereas now we're getting in here, or even we're getting in here, because of the line chart and the candle open close 3CR. So never say you will not improve. Never say stop learning. Stupidest thing I ever heard. And that was from Robin Black, the Strat. So we never stop learning. The Strat I love, by the way, but that was just a silly moment. But you should stop learning. Stupid thing to say. So anyway, sorry for the baby rant, babies, people, and hopefully this will be uploaded all right, and I haven't ballsed it up again. But look at this. I mean, look at this. Compare this to this. I've been waiting. This is Onesies innovation here, and it's lovely and it's brilliant. And it's probably my fault because the settings are wrong. But this lights up green and will hit an alert when it's ready to go. So I think I've got my settings wrong. But this thing, and it's set to, unless I've changed the template yet, or forgotten to update the template, should I say, changed it and forgotten to update it, and then reloaded it. This should be set now to 30 minute. I've changed it again this morning. 30 minute, 15 minute, and 5 minute. 1 minute. The 15.5.1 was too reactive, and it goes in that order. So let me double check what I've got set there. So sorry for the rambling video again. Yeah, 30, 15, 5. That is my current go-to setting. Look, they're red, and these are just falling like stones now. You know, we've got the SS support and resistance. That would be my first target level for that. If I've got 10 pips, then that's it. Close 99.9% or whatever. So EJ will be doing a similar thing. What are we now? We are 2:36. I must put the clock back on here, but 2:36. So we're well into the American stocks open. We were going to have a look at EJ, weren't we? Just things of beauty. I mean, these moves, that's 25 pips. I mean, that's like scalper, super scalper heaven. I used to be happy with 5-6 pips a scalp. Some scalpers I know still are happy with let's see how quickly that moved. Yeah, I mean, it's just crashed through that daily open line, close through it. Look what happens. So in order to fine-tune that entry, you just get down to the 5 minute and 1 minute and watch that pullback if it in fact did happen. There it is. Watch that pullback and then decide how you're going to enter. I mean, you know, red TMA, all three. Remember, I go 3 red bars. I mean, you couldn't make this stuff up. That's easy. 7 pip move. You got to add the spread to that, so 6 pip move, whatever. EJ, UJ. Here we go. I mean, this is just too good for words. For my words, anyway. So, there you go, guys. I've got all a bit excited again, but look, there's a 3CR or a 2CR in this instance. You've got a solid pattern set of, you know, 3 red bars and 3 greens for long. You've got this thing that if you put the sound on it, it'll be driving you insane by the minute, but I love it. We've got this fantastic thing as well, you know, multi-time frame, multi-hour candle, multi-candle observations. It will take time, guys, but you cannot fail. All you've got to do then. Oh, this is one other thing that I wanted to talk about in the previous video. I did talk about, rather. People talk about discipline and they talk about FOMO and all that lot. I knew as a scalper, or I knew that the only way I would be able to make money trading is scalping. Just in and out of a trade. Start with 1 trade a day, then 2 trades a day, and then build up to 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 20, whatever. Because some of the scalpers I used to follow did 20, 30 a day, whatever. Ex-city traders doing 30 trades a day. That then, by building a method, and I've said this, a lot of you will know this already, by building a method that means you can find trades any time of the day and night you want, almost. There are really flat periods, but as a scalper, we're trading 1 minute charts. Some people are trading tick charts and 10-second charts and all sorts, you know. You only need 1 trade a day. And as long as you give yourself 30 odd opportunities a day, but only, you know, stop when you've made what you need for the day, be it 10 quid, £100, £1,000, £10,000, whatever, then, you know, trading just becomes so simple, and the fear and greed starts to be reduced once you're banking money and finding trades all over the place. So, you know, that's the point. You do not have to train your brain. You do not have to overcome the swing trading stress if you know you can find trades every 15-minute candle virtually that you sit down. There are better ones, there are bad ones, and there are good ones, you know, like, you know, the 2 p.m. I really love that one. We've got all the H4 closes. We you know, that was a year or 2 ago. I've lost count now. H4 momentum, I call it the H4 momentum time. You've got H1 candles. You know, I'm not that bothered, to be honest with you. I don't want to be in the markets when the big boys are doing their billions. You know, at 7 o'clock DAX open, 8 o'clock UK open. I'm not interested in those stupidly volatile times, really, although there will be perfect trades arrive. But I'd rather just take 10 or 15 pips out of the 2 p.m. candle, because I know they're moving it nice and sensibly to a level that they want to take advantage of at 2:30 UK time, like these crazy moves here. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. Thanks for watching. You know the score. Like it. Good comments are always appreciated. Subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And if you've got any burning questions that you don't understand about the methods, not the indicators, about all the different strategies I use and timings and stuff, then by all means ask, and I'll try and answer it if I get time in a video, or just a quick answer on Twitter. I prefer using Twitter than YouTube, to be honest with you. So, you know, Twitter, I'm on all whenever. The first thing I look at when I get back to my charts is my charts, trade, Twitter, and then catch up with YouTube as and when. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Tuesday it is today. Have a good Tuesday.